The Urban Dictionary definition of Strong Island is what people from Long Island, New York, call their place of residence, suggesting pride for where they are from. It's also being used by those in the know to describe Southsea. And the Strong Island online blog is the place to find out what's going on in or around Portsmouth and Southsea. Delighted to say that Paul Gonella, who helps run it, indeed is the co-founder of the Strong Island blog, is with me on the show this morning. Morning to you, Paul.
Hi, John.
Now, listen, this is terrific because, I mean, I was flicking through the blog this morning, just having a look, see what it's all about. And it's very, very slickly put together. It's very, very cool. But then you start reading about all the different groups and all the different things that you write about, and it's completely all-inclusive. It's anything from the Ramblers to the local camera club to the latest DJs. Is that the name of the game?
Yeah, it's really... Tristan and I first started about 2 years ago, and we kind of wanted to... We were sort of... Loads and loads of things were going on in Southsea, so we kind of wanted to... kind of didn't want to miss out on anything.
Yeah.
And it mainly started out of sort of what our interests, like photography and cycling and music, and it's kind of grown from there.
Because Southsea already has quite a community feel, as has been proven on numerous occasions when they have the I Love Southsea street party.
Yeah, yeah.
And we've seen the rise of this sort of community website. It's becoming more and more popular to try and bring people together, isn't it?
Yeah, that's true. It's... We've actually grown quite considerably in really the last 2 years, and it started off in quite a small group of friends, really, that sort of knew each other sort of in real world, as it were, but it's kind of grown quite a lot, and now we get on average between 400 and 500 unique visits a day, so it's grown quite a bit.
I mean, it's a big old site. There's lots on it. Lots of different events and places are listed there. I mean, is it more or less a full-time job for you guys?
No, we certainly not. We both have full-time jobs. We do it in our spare time, and it's completely self-funded. We have no advertising. We don't want to sort of have any kind of perceived bias, really, or anything. So we just sort of try and support all the people that we feel are doing something positive within Southsea and Portsmouth.
So why do you do it then? Because it sounds a bit of a labour of love then. If you're doing your regular job and then you come home, get yourself a coffee, you've got to sit down for hours keeping your website up to date.
Yeah, it was like that for when Tristan and I did it initially. It was, I think we just didn't want to miss any events. We'd find out from people sort of something had happened that weekend and we'd missed it, or someone had photographs of the event, and we didn't want to sort of miss out, so we kind of thought maybe other people were in that same boat, and that's kind of why we wanted to pull the information together. But at the moment we're kind of growing. We've got some new people. We've got Claire Sandbrook, who works at the university. We've got Tom who works at Board in Albert Road, who's helping with the music soon, and we're kind of growing, and Ben Mills as well, so we're hoping to sort of be able to still have a life and actually go to some of these events as well, which would be nice.
As opposed to just write about them and see what the fun everyone else is having. Because I guess with a community website like this or a community blog like this, you must have to reach a sort of a critical mass of interest for it to really take off and start snowballing. Then people in the local community are interested and start using it. Yeah,
I think that sort of happened maybe about a year or so ago. I think it gets to the point where rather than Tristan and I having to sort of find all the events ourselves and find out information, we're now starting to have people emailing us or contacting us through our Facebook page and Twitter as well, and now we're getting sort of people contributing content, which is very useful. It means that we can now sort of focus on doing other things with Strong Island, such as we're celebrating our 2nd birthday with a big party, with a charity auction for art and things like that, and we're trying to sort of give a bit more back, as it were, with the time that we now get.
Terrific. What would you say to someone who's interested in setting up this sort of website, this sort of community blog? I mean, what are some of the tricks that you've learned and the pitfalls that you've unfortunately fallen in along the way?
Time really is, don't underestimate how much time it takes. But the other thing is, a lot of it is just a lot of people these days go out, they take photographs of what they're doing, of what sort of events they go to, and I think we're lucky in Southsea and Portsmouth in general is that within the last 2 years, there's so much going on. There's things happening, particularly in the summer. There's sort of more than one event happening per day. So I think if you sort of wanted to reflect what's going on in your own local area, it wouldn't be too difficult to do, especially with Twitter, Facebook and so on.
Yeah, you've got an endless supply of pictures and information, I guess, coming from the community all the time if they're already online.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, listen, have a great second birthday bash, won't you? You're going to be 2 on the 27th of September.
Yeah.
So hopefully everyone will come together, and here's to the growing success of your Strong Island community blog. It's a fantastic effort, and it's well worth a look if you are interested in setting up a community website, or you just want to have a look, find out more about Southsea. Then it's www.strong-island.co.uk. And Paul, it's been great talking to you. Thank you so much for joining us.
Likewise, thanks very much.
There we go. That's Paul Ganella there, a co-founder of Strong Island blog, strong-island.co.uk. Set up a community website. There's quite a few of them around, actually, on the south coast. Really established ones, which are a terrific tool in getting all the community together, getting the community spirit back on the south coast. So great work there.